Hello, good day everyone. We are the group 5 and this is our project for programming. In this project, we're going to create a student information system using NetBeans. And first, what is login from Java? In Java, a form of entering authentication credentials to access the restricted page is referred to as a login form. A login form contains only two fields. For example, username and password. Each user should have a unique username that can be in an email, phone number, or any custom username. After submitting the login form, the underlying code of the form checks whether the credentials are authentic or not to allow the user to access the restricted page. If the users provide unauthentic credentials, they will not be able to forward the login form. In Java, we can develop the login form by using Swing technology. We implement the login form demo.java that shows on the screen, in which class we created two text fields. Baba mo pre. Yan. Two text field for setting the username and the password. We also create a button for performing the action. Laila pa show ako ng design. There, the username and the password. And for the other performing action. So the step to create is the login form. In order to create the login form in Java, we have to follow the following step. First, create a class that uses the JFrame and action lister to design the login form and perform the action. Step 2, create user interface components using Swing and AWT and add them to the panel. Step number 3, override the action performed method that will call on the button click. In the fourth step, in this method, we will verify the user entered credentials. For number 5, create new page using JFrame and navigate the user to it if the credentials are authentic. And lastly, I'll show an error message to the user. So as you can see, Laila pa balik sa source. As you can see in this code, this where you can edit the login panel that you want. And to move on, let's proceed to next reporter.
For the first few lines, we have several import Java here, which is a Java keyword na nagde-declare ng Java class that will be used in the code below the import statement. The codes are programmed in order for the buttons to work para magre-respond siya kapag kinlik or ginamit kapag nirun. So, pa-show no design. Ayan. Ang main purpose nito is for the user to input ID, division, username, and password. Either para i-add, delete, update, or i-clear yung student information para maging convenient yung process for the user.
In main menu, we only have two buttons, which is the exit button and the student information or the next button. This is to direct the user to the main design. Sa source na po. We use import code to declare the Java class to be used in the following codes. The dimension is to create new object with a specific height and width. The toolkit provides interferential platform-specific details like window size, fonts, and etc. Connection is the session between Java and database. Prepare this statement represents a precompiled SQL statement, and result set is the table of data representing a database result set. Date format is used to format dates. Simple date format, a A concrete class formatting and parsing in local sensitive manner. A date is not only a data type but a class. Calendar operates with difference between two dates. JOption pane provides standard dialog boxes such as message box, confirm box, and input box. Lastly, the null. Null is a both value or a pointer assigned. That's it for the codes used in main menu.
Okay, so the one that we have here on our screen is, well, actually, the group named it as student information. So, student information is, well, we treat it as like a small project built using, of course, Java language by the use of NetBeans as platform. It stores information about students. We can also add like information about subjects or enrollment details. It really depends on how you want it to be customized. So on this specific one, we added some functionalities such as, for modification purposes and for other details such as to add records, clear, delete, and update. So let me go over per data points. So as I mentioned earlier, student information is basically something that is used to collect data points of a specific student. So on this part, we have used like several functions from the palette or NetBeans palette, I should say, such as labels, text fields, radio buttons, and command buttons. So on this specific one that we have on the screen, we have here student ID, first name, the surname, date of birth, gender, so whether the student is a girl or a boy, and then um I'm sorry, what's the next one after the gender? Can you
Email.
make it bigger,
Email.
please? So we have email, and then we also have um contact number. So address line is also there. So this would give us the information about the location or where the student resides in, and then additional function, rather additional info such as postcode and the course code as well. So another feature that we have here, well, actually our group created, is like a data dump that you are able to see on the right side of the screen. So all the information that will be added, or all the data points that you are going to put in on the student information side, will be added automatically on the right side. So there you will be able to have like a data dump, or you can use it as a database, right, of the agents or rather students. So that's it for the student information part.
Here po sa audit details, hindi ko na isa-isahin ang bawat code. Just a simple background about this code is, as you can see, the import and the package, student information, and other imports are, this is used to get resources or inputs sa mga ginagamit like the option panel, the buttons, and other swing control para makagawa tayo ng login information to display a table, and this is how it looks like. Ito po yung pinaka-login record ng pinaka-student information natin. So, we also identify the size, the width, and the height to create a table para magamit sa login and timeout na makikita natin dito sa ginawa nating design. Here po. And it shows then na itong code na to is, when you run the program, we will see the time, the date, and the audit number or the student ID number and the status of the user, if gumagamit ba yung user to add delete, and update the information of the student credentials na ginawa natin sa pinaka main login information. So, let us try to run po the program.
So to log in this program, Laila, can you click the student manager and let's show some example how to add a student in this program. So first, can you fill my information? So student ID can be 123 maybe 123, and first name Ivana, and surname for Trajenia, and yeah, and date of birth April 1, 2002, and for the female, email at Ivana dot jams JAMS 01 at gmail.com, and for the contact number 0967 332 4420, and for the address line, just put it's a private for the private privacy, just put at least 25, and for the next just put 1, and so on, and can click the add record, and let's see if
So, paano natin malalaman kung mag-a-update tayo ng information sa student information? So, let us clear. First, we need to search the student ID number. Let us say, Ivana Trakenya, 123. And lalabas yung information ni Ivana. And kunwari, papalitan natin tong first name niya to George. Tapos update. Kung makikita natin dito sa kanan na nag-update siya. So as you can see, for her first name is nagbago siya. Nagbago yung first name niya because we updated. So for the next one po is magdi-delete tayo ng student information. Let us search number 3. Ito po, nakikita natin yung information ko, Laila Villa. And let us try to delete the information. So nakita nyo dito is kanina, 5 yung nandito na student information, ngayon 4 na lang kasi dinilit ko yung information na Laila Villa. So let us clear. And balik tayo dito sa student manager. Let us click the audit. So dito, nakita natin yung pinaka-login and logout and time na ginawa doon sa pinaka-login sheet ng student information. So, nakita naman natin dito, yung status niya is nag-update, nag-delete, nag-update, nag-delete, and then nag-log out tayo. So, yun lang po. Thank you. Maraming salamat.